fire. We know we're blessed, we know we God bless. We know we're blessed, we know we God bless. We know we're blessed, we know we God bless. We know we're blessed, we know we God bless. We know we're blessed, we know we God bless.
Hey, fellas.
Fellas,
We're back. Of course. When everyone else is inside,
when everyone else has the day off.
sleeping, chilling, getting over their 4th of July, we're here on the 5th of July,
I suppose no one's even awake right now, huh?
2021. Maybe some people might be.
I wonder if there's any action on Action Network, considering everyone's probably hungover and not betting yet.
Oh, there's always action.
Except for us.
Yeah. Here we are. The Fellas Show, July 5th, 2021. It's 10:07 a.m. and we got to get into some stuff, huh?
Yeah, we probably do. Hope everyone enjoyed your 4th of July. I know I did. I know Sean did.
Yeah, good times, as always.
Good times, good times. I'm always a big fan of the 4th of July. Always a big fan. Sports kind of sucked yesterday, but other than that, you know, great day. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday.
Oh, what do we have to talk about today, Sean? What do we got?
Well, as you know, some sports happened over the weekend.
No.
Yeah, I know. I didn't believe it either, but I couldn't believe
here
the
we are.
headline. Sports occurred.
Garrett
yes.
Cole. Garrett Cole finally got booed. And
Yeah.
it's about time.
Yeah, things have been going
This man
so
has been
poorly.
Terrible.
His
This man has
fingers
been so bad.
have been so affected by the sticky stuff being removed that he's now become an enemy of the New York Yankees. In his last start, in his shortest outing ever as a Yankee, he got booed out of the stadium.
They don't like him very much right now. By the way, VIP hit Mets over 2.5 yesterday because I knew Garrett Cole was gonna suck. Because Garrett Cole can't pitch without the sticky stuff. Also, Garrett Cole was using more than just rosin and sunscreen.
Yes, of course. So I think at this point he's got that spider tack at least.
Yeah, he definitely was spider tacking it, and because since the whole rule change, his pitching has dropped off immensely.
So
Actually, I should.
he let up 4 runs in 3.1 innings, and then
Yikes.
he threw 80 pitches, 49 were strikes, which is a strike percentage of 61.3.
Wait, he threw 81 pitches in 3
Just 80. But
That's a
only
lot of
struck
pitches for
only
3
struck
innings.
out 49. That's because he couldn't get anyone out of there. So strike percentage this whole season coming into this game was 67.7. This was only 61. It's actually interesting though, because I thought these 3.1 innings played is his shortest start ever since he started, since he
Really?
signed for the Yankees. Third time his entire career, 221 starts, that he hasn't played at least 4 innings in a start.
Jeez, that's brutal. I mean, he has I don't even know what the stats are, but he's been noticeably bad since.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like noticeably much worse since the whole sticky situation stuff happened.
Yeah. Now there is something interesting here.
Hang on, I had to get the Twitter boys in here.
True.
Garrett Cole is just not. I honestly would not sit him anymore. Like the Yankees can't. It's obvious what he's going to do every single time he goes on the mound.
Here's actually cool. I wonder if I can get this up. There's a scatter plot of pitchers, and spin rate, compared.
I did see. I saw it in the first couple days, but I haven't seen an updated one.
Yeah, this is up to date as of when did this come out? This is on July 2nd. This is up to date. And basically shows pitchers who have been on a steady decrease since I think the data starts in 2017. Players whose spin rate has increased, and players whose spin rate has been increasing over the years but then fell off since June 3rd, as we know, the day pitching
reckoning.
died. Yeah. So
Day of reckoning for all pitchers.
if you look here, notice how most of the plot is in this big yellow area here, the big yellow square. That's anyone whose spin rate has increased year over year, but after June 3rd it started to fall off. Notice how that's every big name. So
Wait, so the further I can't see it that well.
So all the way to the bottom right, you see Trevor Bauer, you see Garrett Cole kind of in the
and
middle
that means
here.
what? That's how
That
much
means their
rate's
spin
dropped
rate
off?
has increased year over year since 2017 and then decreased after June 3rd. So the people in the top left quadrant, right?
Are actually
Their
doing better.
No, their spin rate decreased after June 3rd, but it was already going down. So it's probably
Okay.
guys older in a decline or just never that good. The top right are the weirdos.
Those are the guys that have been decreasing yet increasing.
Yeah.
So decreasing since 2017, but since June 3rd somehow increased.
Right. So those are the weirdos. But
So
notice
those
that
are the-
almost
those are the weirdos.
But notice that almost everyone is in the yellow
All the big
square.
names. Yeah.
Particularly the two worst ones look like Trevor Bauer and Junior Guerra. Also, Garrett Cole is right there.
It's
I
right
wish you could
there,
see
yeah.
my mouse because it's like a little pointer, like a laser pointer.
I can
I
can kind of.
But Bruce Smith, Lucas Sims down there, Kyle Freeland, a lot of big names.
Kyle Freeland, really.
Yeah. And I would assume that
He
this
was
little
bad to begin with.
that little dot who's alone in the top right, all the way over there, that's got to be DeGrom.
That's gotta
It
be
doesn't
DeGrom.
say it, but it has to be. Absolutely
Yeah, but
must
his spin rate probably hasn't been decreasing since 2017 though. Wouldn't he be in the bottom?
be. No, he's in the increased year over year and increased after June 3rd one, whichever that one is. So it's kind of crazy to see. I mean, because that doesn't, obviously it highlights all the big names, but also if you look at that thing, at least 80% of the little dots on there fall into increase,
into
June 3rd, You know.
Bam.
Sorry
Down
about
they
that,
go.
guys. Yeah, there they
I
go.
wonder how many people were using spider tack.
I don't think. I honestly doesn't seem like it's that many.
You don't
Because
think so?
when you look at the ones, because I think it makes sense that even if you weren't using something super sticky for spin rate, and you just wanted a better grip on the ball, your spin rate would also increase as a result of that, even if that's not like your full intention of it. So I think even the people that were just using rosin and stuff are probably seeing. Most of the people who went down are still kind of close to the, like the interset. So it means it's not that significant of a difference. That's where most people stand. I feel like that's your typical guys. And then once you get out in that big spread, that's when you're looking at. That's when you're looking at your sticky tack. You're looking at your Spider Man. You're looking at all that good stuff.
Your spider guys. No, and the one that he's very weird. I have a real problem with Trevor Bauer lately.
Yeah.
He is a weird guy. Now that it's like not funny anymore, kind of thing. Because it used to be when he was going against the Astros, he would act like a goon because he hates the Astros. Remember when he like holstered his sword after striking out a guy and everything? Yeah. But now all this stuff where his spin rate has dropped off more than just about anyone's.
Yep.
And then he goes on his little podcast or whatever and talks about how, like, the pitching is different and like all the rule changes and everything. I'm like, your spin rate goes off the most, yet you're on a podcast kind of complaining about this whole thing. And then in the background, you get a sexual assault case.
Yeah, that
like,
also
dude,
happened.
what are you doing?
Yeah, what is he doing out there?
He's a strange fellow.
He's definitely not. Things are going poorly.
He's a strange
Things are going
fellow.
poorly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Interesting guy.
Seems like we might have some buffering. I'm trying to fix it.
Oh, yeah. Are you
Don't
okay
know.
on the show?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh.
It actually looks fine. Maybe YouTube's just lying to me because it doesn't say
I think
everything
YouTube's
dropped.
lying to you.
I think they're
It looks
lying.
like
It looks good. All right.
Bunch of liars. Anyways, moving on from Garrett Cole and Trevor Bauer, the two pitchers that seem to be affected the most since the rule change. LeBron stopped Bronny's game. I know you were talking about that for a bit.
Yeah. So
what exactly happened? He just yelled at the ref.
This is a classic. This is a dad situation. We have the video up as well.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a little intro first on it though because this is kind of.
What's up, YouTube?
Not that kind of intro. I'm just introducing some background information so we can all appreciate a good video. I think this is this occurred in the LeBron James Arena at St. Vincent St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio. He was in the stands for a prep basketball game between his son Bronny's squad, the Strive for Greatness Wild team, and the Wildcat Select. It was a 3-day event called the Battle: Summer Showcase, which is a high-level Midwest teams and prospects all going at it. So in the very final minutes of this game, went into overtime. The Wildcat Select, not Bronny's team, was winning by 5. James stands up from his seat and he starts yelling at a PA announcer who was sitting at midcourt. Then they exchange some words. Then he goes past the barrier and onto the court to start talking to this announcer guy face to face. The whole game had to stop for a little bit while he returned to his seat.
What do you even do as a ref in that
Do you want to know? Do you want to know why he was mad at the announcer though?
Why?
He said that over the system he announced that Bronny got a foul called because he was playing in the gym with his dad's name on it.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Now, yeah, so that makes sense. Like, you know what? That's kind of messed up to say, especially
like,
bro, you know LeBron James is sitting in there. Is that really what you want to do? Is that really what you want to do?
And then Papa Bear LeBron James just comes
Yeah,
down.
do you really think he's gonna just
lays
let
a
that
hammer
slide?
down.
Because hey, that's named after him for a reason. You know what I'm like? You really want to be?
You're playing in his arena.
You really want to be talking to LeBron like that? Like, bro, you're out here.
This is really the route you want to go.
You're out here commentating a prep basketball game, you know, and this is like you're in the same room as LeBron James, and you want to throw some shade. Like, all right. I don't know. I'd be trying to kiss his butt, but
he's got to get his opportunity.
Teach their own. Yeah, I guess.
Once in a lifetime opportunity to talk.
Let's just play
LeBron, I guess.
Let's play the video. Let's just play it. I got it up on the screen here. Let's run it.
We got one more. Oh. And McNeely is talking. His teammates is jumping everywhere. And again, this is what makes great players. These are the type of situations where makers
He's
having
yelling.
some discrepancies at
LeBron's like, Dad, come on.
LeBron took offense to the announcer saying that he's going to get those calls in his gym.
the competitor and LeBron James comes out. The competitor and LeBron James comes out.
I didn't. You don't expect the
guy. His son's in the battle.
The arena to be cheering after someone comes onto the court and stops the game, but when you're LeBron, you get special LeBron type privileges. I let all the security is just kind of standing next to him, looking up at him, like
yeah.
I don't think I can remove this guy from the situation, so I'm gonna let it diffuse.
LeBron, could you settle down, LeBron?
No,
I can't.
Okay,
no.
sorry.
Okay. All right. Good. Nice. All right. Cool. Seriously though, what do you do? Like in that, as a security guard or whatever, you just kind of look at him like, hey, Bron.
Yeah, I think you try to hit him with the. Come on, dude.
Bron,
like,
can I have an
dude.
autograph?
Like,
hey, when you're done bitching out the announcer, can you sign an autograph? LeBron making it about him. Hate to see it. Poor Bronny.
Yeah.
Well,
kinda though. Like.
Yeah. I'm sure Bronny's used to it at this point.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
sure he's gotten plenty of it. But also, that is kind of fucked up for the announcer to say it.
Yeah, it's
to say that in his arena.
Yeah, overall with the whole thing, I think the thing is
with
poor
LeBron
Bronny.
There.
It's all poor Bronny because having the actual announcer like say that about you while you're playing a basketball game and like you draw a foul. To hear that,
could you imagine just
like okay?
Could you imagine just being in one of your high school games and the announcer just chirps the shit out of you and you're just like, wait, what?
I remember there's one thing a while ago and it was like Bronny talking about like why he doesn't wear 23 and he's like I want to have a different I want to be thought of separately of my father and all, and it's like that's great but it's tough when your name's LeBron James Jr.
Yeah, your name's literally Junior. Like, good luck making a name for yourself.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, that's the way it goes. He
probably is gonna be really good at basketball too.
Yeah, but the other problem is he will never, ever live up to anyone's expectations. Even if he's a decent like level NBA player. It's tough. It's tough for the kid. But yeah, so that happened. That's what's going on in Akron, Ohio. Pretty big basketball tournament apparently.
Why does your voice crackle on the Zoom, but on the YouTube it doesn't? Like when you talk,
that's because you're hearing me over the Zoom call, and I guess that's bad.
The Zoom call's
but the YouTube's getting a direct input from my microphone.
Nice.
There you go, guys. A little technical advice for you if you ever want to make your own live stream. I think we should talk a little. Just like a lot happened this weekend. The Bucks did a thing.
Bucks did do a thing
for the first time since 1974. They're heading to the NBA Finals with a Giannis-less Bucks team against the Hawks. They managed to slip in there, Shout out Chris
What a-
Middleton for dropping 32.
Yeah, true. What a
16
stupid game,
straight
though,
in
to
the
not
third
see,
quarter.
to not see Trae Young or Giannis, basically.
Yeah.
'Cause Trae Young, I don't care if he played, he wasn't playing. He
Right.
went, what, 0 for 8 from 3 and
Yeah.
whatever else, and had like 7 turnovers. And
Not the usual role he'd have, especially when
Because
someone that is
playing
relies that much
one-legged.
on their quickness and just like
Yeah.
you're not gonna see the same dude there.
I just can't believe, like, how is he that hurt? I don't know.
We
injury
saw
did
the
not
video.
look bad enough.
Yeah.
He didn't roll his ankle that hard. Like, how was it that bad? I just don't get it. You would think with the amount of adrenaline and painkillers that they dosed him up with and the amount of tape on that ankle that it wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I've played soccer games with sprained ankles and shit like that. You just tape that bitch up and go.
Yeah, it really didn't look like it could have possibly. Like, I don't know. You know, like a lot of the time, I'll see an NBA player, and when they fall in a weird way, or they,
Yeah.
they get tangled up, and you're like, dang, like I can't imagine, like moving as fast as they do, doing all that, and then getting tangled up with another like 6'8" dude. Like
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff I'm like, oh, I can't even imagine it. But like stepping on someone's foot by accident, and, like twisting my ankle, I actually can relate to that one. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, is that really? It must have been bad. Like
And
I can't
it must have
imagine.
been bad because there's no way he doesn't go at absolutely 100% if he can't. And he's trying to play through an injury. So, like, clearly it did
Yeah.
hurt him. I'm just saying, I don't understand how. Because
Yeah, it must have just been the worst situation. Like
I can't imagine the amount of adrenaline and shit they pumped him full of before
Yeah,
that
for
game.
real.
And for him to still be that slow and that off, it's like, wow. He must have had a real problem. Otherwise, there's no way he would have played like that.
No, not at all. Also, even though the Suns took care of the Clippers a little while ago, little news from there. Patrick Beverly, and one of the least surprising things I've ever heard, he got suspended 1 game without pay on Saturday after he shoved Chris Paul in the back in Game 6.
yeah.
Remember that? And we were
Yeah.
all like, what?
That little
How is that
shot
allowed?
in the back for
But
no
yeah,
reason.
so he got a 1-day suspension without pay. That will be enforced on the first game of next season that he's
I was
eligible
like-
to play in.
How does that work?
Yep, I was wondering too. So that was bad. Little MLB drop. Shohei Ohtani achieved a first in basically 100 years of baseball. He's an all-star as a hitter and a pitcher.
How is that?
Just so we know, just so we can, one more time, to really reinforce what we've been saying, that there's no one that can do this. There's no one that's playing two polarly different positions that, individuals will spend their entire lives honing one or another, right? Like, how many people,
just to try.
how
and
many
get
people are
professional
hitters in
one
an
day.
all-star game, and how many people, there's like, the chance of being a hitter or a pitcher in the all-star game this year, out of the general population of the world, is pretty slim, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine being
he's-
both. Jeez.
I'm really glad I'm not a baseball player because I would look at Shohei Ohtani and hate my life.
Yeah, really.
I'm really glad I was never a baseball player or anything like that because I would look at that man right now and just give up on the sport because I'd be like, you're telling me he can do both and I can't even make it to the big leagues in one, and he can do both at a professional level better than anyone else can. That doesn't make any sense. What he does doesn't make it. I watched a game the other day. I forget who it was. Maybe it was the Giants or something. And their pitcher walked up to the plate and hit a single into left field. And the announcers were freaking out because it was his second hit of the season. He was 1 for 77 before that
Dang.
in his at-bats. And then he was 2 for 78. And Shohei Ohtani is out here pitching better than that guy and then hitting almost 300 at the same time. That's not okay.
No, it should be illegal, actually.
I'm telling you, someone needs to
You got
test this guy. Yeah. Someone needs to test this guy for being a robot. Like, needs to test if he's actually a human being because
Yeah, he might
I am
have.
starting-
He probably has like aimbot and stuff. We got to worry
That's what
about.
I'm
We don't have to
saying,
worry
wall
about
hacks,
the pine
aimbot.
tar. We don't have to worry about that.
This dude's just not even human in general.
Man's got the mod menu.
Yeah, fuck the sticky fingers. He's a walking cheat code.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
He knows all the cheat codes too.
He knows them like the back of his hand.
Crazy.
What did I saw? Oh, he also already set the records for most home runs by a Japanese player in a season.
And it's before the All-Star game.
Yeah, he did that like July 2nd or something for the season record. So there you go. That's also fun. Like, all right, dude. Fine.
What an absolute legend.
Absolute legend. He's insane.
Let's,
Here's one more. This is a little guy, little tidbit.
Here we go.
Because it kind of comes back. What we were saying about, when we were like, wow, so can the Canadians even play against other teams yet or no? Like, what's going on there?
Oh yeah.
And maybe, hey, this might affect our betting picks actually. But if the Lightning win in Game 4, right?
Yeah.
No fans are allowed into Canada. So there's not going to be any Tampa fans there unless they are Canadian-born Tampa Bay Lightning fans, which would be
and there's
an
basically
odd
no
one.
one allowed in there anyways.
Right. So if they win the Stanley Cup is tonight the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they win the Stanley Cup tonight, there will be no one
fly.
there.
They'll just fly immediately.
They'll have to get immediately on a plane and do their little boat tour like Tampa Tom did. But
true. It's gonna be an interesting one. I don't think they win tonight though. I'll talk about that. Ooh.
they throw tonight so they can win a Tampa.
So every single game I've been waiting for Tampa Bay to get stacked on, and they haven't. They haven't. Guess who's getting 89% tonight?
Oh no.
I'm ready.
You did say they'd win one.
Tonight.
You gotta make good on
it. I'm ready to do it.
God, now or
Lightning at
never.
5. I'm ready to do it.
Now or never.
True. No, but that is really interesting though, because they literally can't celebrate.
Nope.
Imagine celebrating in an empty arena. That's so shitty. I think back to the Lakers doing it in the bubble too, and I'm like, wow, how shitty. Celebrating in basically an empty arena with no fans.
The bubble doesn't
sucks.
feel real.
Bubble wasn't real. It was a Mickey Mouse playoff anyways.
As much as I'd like to forget those playoffs,
Yeah.
they were real.
They
happened. I looked at them with my eyeballs.
Yeah, it was such a dumb change. Anyways, let's kick it to a break. When we come back, we have college news. Holy shit, every single D1 athlete is making some money now. It has ignited, and I'm here for it. I'm excited.
Yeah. I didn't know. Nah, we'll get into it. I just didn't know there were this many people were interested in having some college athlete.
I didn't even know this many people played college athletics.
Like,
It's crazy.
dang, you an archer for Stanford? You want to come be in my used car commercial?
Seriously, that's what's happening.
That'd be a cool commercial. I think you could do something really cool with that. All right, we'll be right back to talk a little more sports news. At 11, we'll get into our sports bets. Brought to you by BetUS.com. Can we say that?
I think so.
Because they didn't really bring it to you.
We just
but,
did.
Like, I'll give them the credit if it sounds professional. All right. There we go. Let's get out of here. We'll be right back. Not yet, though. All right, now. Fellas, it's 10:39 a.m. One of my favorite
back.
times of day. I
Probably
always feel
is
like
my most favorite
magical things happen at 10:39.
Well, it's time for some more magic.
Yeah, so before it's 10:40, quick.
Before we left, we were talking about college athletes and
Yeah, that's right.
being signed everywhere. What a time for college athletics. Now, we did know that the floodgates were going to open. We said when this thing gets going, it's going to take off. But I did not expect this.
No.
I think Barstool, you know that video that Dave Portnoy did? I think they have I saw
I was actually just looking up how many athletes they have now.
I saw on a video that one of their interns were doing that they had like 60 to 70,000 applications. And Dave Portnoy literally said, if you are a D1 athlete, we will sign you. Doesn't matter. So you're going to have basically every D1 athlete in the country wearing some type of Barstool merch. How many they got?
It doesn't. It seems like they're still just in the process of getting through it all.
I bet. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you do? Have
How
every single
many?
one of your staff members working on this probably right now. There's so many.
It's a lot. Like, but
I don't think
a
anyone
bunch
is
of
ready.
college golfers.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
just
can't believe
they
can't
ma-
believe how many every single D1 athlete is on their Instagram something being like, hey, I'm now open to offers. Told you I have a couple friends that I know that are D1 and Olympic training and everything, and they all are just branding the shit out of themselves now. And I was like, good for you guys.
I'm gonna try to do my Portnoy if you play Division I sports and you blink at me, we will sign you. That's what he said.
Truly though, and
I
he
eat
probably will,
pizza.
too. He probably will. He'll send him pizza or clothes or whatever. I don't know.
We'll give you a zillion beers merchandise, and we'll send you one pizza.
Honestly, if I'm a D1 athlete right now, I am making myself the biggest personality ever.
You have to
I am
make
doing
yourself
some of
real
the goofiest-
interesting and then send in
I'm doing
that
some of the
application.
goofiest shit. I'm doing the funniest stuff during the games. I am just building a brand around myself right now. Every single person should be right now. Every single college football player should be doing some crazy shit in the end zone. They should be doing funny shit on the sidelines. They should be doing TikTok videos. They should be doing everything right now. If you are a D1 athlete right now, you should be branding the shit out of yourself. You are now basically a brand. Every
here's the
D1
thing.
athlete is a brand now.
Yeah, you still have to make your money off of your name, image, and likeness. That's what the rule is. So you better have an interesting name, image, and likeness. So like you look at this dude, right? So this guy, his story, right? I'll pull him up on the screen because his man looks like a legend. He's an Alabama golfer. At golf ball all one.
Nice. Yeah.
It looks like he's a big dog, and he said about 2 minutes after the first tweet where the first Barstool that volleyball player, when she first like inquired about it, right? Then
Jacksonville State, I think.
So then 2 minutes after Portnoy did the I will sign anyone. Basically he said he went to the application like 2 minutes after the thing came out, and it's just a Google Doc where you just like write your name. And he said he heard back 15 minutes later on Barstool Athletics. At Stool Athletics on Twitter was created like right after that. As of like July 3rd, it had 23,000 followers already. Like it is just
what an insane.
That's gonna be. I'm telling you, dude. Whatever you think about Barstool and whatever you think about Portnoy, I think over and over again, it's not smart, but just like
timing, everything.
Good timing, and just like, but it's always good for the people. Yeah, it's always like the Barstool fun last year with COVID is like one of the just like straight up like. That's just a good act. Like that is just an act of like.
What did they? Raising for that.
I know Elon Musk has on his own donated $1 million, so at least that, and
I think it was like 25, 30. It was a lot. It was a lot of money.
I love it because we're in such an interesting time now, right? Where anyone with, especially the influence of a Barstool, right, is you're more powerful than almost anyone, just because you have that reach. Even if obviously they're not the biggest company, they don't have the most revenue, they don't have the most money, they're not like this. There's no PhDs. There's no like nothing crazy like that. They don't have any like political power at them. Like, but they're like, all right, well, we have this following. Everybody listens to what we say. Let's actually circumnavigate the system that everyone always complains about that can't do anything. It takes too long, and let's raise some money and let's get these athletes signed and get them on like an actual track to make money with this new rule. They're always doing proactive stuff faster than everyone else can.
Yeah, I get it. It's just good business. Like they're making money at it too, but they just seem to always be like the Barstool Fund, helping people made a huge name for themselves. This new college athlete going to help so many college athletes make money, but at the same time also a great business move.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because at the end of the day, they could make money a lot more safely by continuing on what they're doing. But that's the reason that they're where they are is they push the envelope every time.
They really do.
I've watched a bunch. It's really cool. They have like probably almost 100 videos of just like their history documented. Yeah, and just every decision I started like when he talks about okay, then we threw these concerts and we hired all the like every little like they do these crazy things and it's like and everyone was like that's stupid, that's a waste of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and for some reason just always just kind of fell into place.
I just you can say what you want about Barstool and how they run their things. You can say what you want about Dave Portnoy and how he runs his shit, but very, very smart company. Extremely smart man, whether you give him credit for it or not. And just like it's a good brand. It's a good company. They do good things for people.
Yeah, as far
They
as
help
like
out a lot of people.
yeah,
that
like
would
talking
not-
about like a brand, like you said, a good brand, like
Mhm.
building up. You know, like
And there's a lot of people who owe their success and fame to Barstool too. I mean,
There's, like,
Pat
a-
McAfee talks
yeah.
about it all the time.
Oh,
and how Dave
100%.
Portnoy literally taught him how to be a personality on the internet.
You ever hear about how Dave Portnoy talking about what happened with Pat McAfee and how he left?
Yeah, he kind of like doesn't really elaborate on it most times. Whenever someone asks him, he just kind of like blows it under the rug.
Oh, dude, he was on. I don't know. He was on Bussin' with the Boys, the podcast with
Yeah, I think
Taylor
that's where I
Lewan
heard it.
and,
Yeah.
and Will Compton, and he was saying basically that he wanted to do his own thing, and they had no idea what they were doing in terms of signing someone that's like a high profile person to begin with, because a lot of time they brought in guys with smaller followings on podcasts and stuff. Never someone with a professional athlete and
That already
someone
had a
with the
massive
household
following.
name kind of recognition, especially for a punter, the household name recognition of a Pat McAfee. He said basically like there was nothing in his contract that prevented him from just leaving. There was nothing in his contract that prevented him from taking everybody that they hired for his show with him when he left. Like basically he was like, it was just a learning experience for us. He was going to leave. We probably just should have done better in making sure he couldn't just blow everything up when he left.
I know. It doesn't seem like there's like any hard feelings.
That's what he's
I mean,
like.
I
It's
know
no
that-
hard feelings.
I mean-
You just should have been smarter.
I don't see them like ever talk to each other or mention each other, but it seems like just kind of a mutual agreement.
Do you know why
like,
that
hey,
is, dude?
It didn't work out.
Because
like,
he got the Penn National deal right after that, right, with Barstool Sportsbook.
yeah.
And then they actually tried to sign Pat McAfee as like sponsor him with that, and then like do some
But he had
collabs there.
FanDuel.
But then FanDuel gave him an egregious amount of money to not do
I
that.
can't
so
imagine what that contract is, dude. I can't imagine what that FanDuel
they
contract
backed
is.
up the Brinks truck.
Oh, it's got to be. That contract has to be nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if they get any signups, they also get money for that too. So yeah, I'm sure they're rolling in it over there. Not like we are with BetUS though.
True. Hey, good morning, Stephanie. Happy 5th.
Happy fifth.
It's like the 4th, but
Hope everyone
plus
woke
one.
up okay today. I know
Yep.
it took me a little bit longer to shake the cobwebs this morning, but we're good. We're alive. Oh, what do we got? 11 minutes, 10 minutes till bets.
Yeah.
Should probably see if Suck My Take responded.
Yeah, true.
See
That'd
if
be
we
great
can
to have the man on.
See if we can
Why are you
pick
doing
his
that?
brain for baseball today. Even though I do have the lock of the fucking century today.
Oh shoot. 52-50. So international basketball is occurring finally. We talked a lot about
that's
it.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Canada's at.
Yeah, Canada's at. So we're in the middle now. We're in the middle of it. We're in the Tokyo Olympics men's basketball qualifier. We had a few games this weekend. The Canada Czech Republic game was crazy. Canada was down 6 with less than 20 seconds left in regulation, and then Andrew Wiggins dropped 6 points in 7.5 seconds to tie the game.
Is Andrew Wiggins Canadian?
Yes, he is.
That makes so much sense. No wonder why I don't like him.
Yeah.
God. I didn't realize he's from Canada. Oh, this makes so much more sense. The laziness, the greediness, the annoying, oh my God, he's Canadian. That's why.
How do you feel about RJ
Makes
Barrett?
so much more sense. Is he also Canadian?
He's Canadian. He led the team with 23 points. Wiggins with 22.
How did I not know these players were Canadian? Did you know Andrew Wiggins was Canadian?
I knew Wiggins was. I didn't know RJ Barrett was though.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Another game, Slovenia Venezuela happened.
How'd that go?
So that's one everyone's interested in. That one's Luka's on the Slovenia team.
He was on
He had
Venezuela.
23-13. Let's see.
Is there anyone?
It doesn't look like there's any like big NBA names playing. Although this is still the play-ins too. You know, and they're just coming. I think a lot of players, especially guys in the playoffs, are not going to be in these unless they really need them.
Wait, so Canada's in or out?
Canada's at.
They lost with RJ Barrett and Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, they lost to the Czech Republic.
Holy shit, who's on the Czech Republic?
Satoransky, Patrick Ouda, and Andrzej
nobody,
Balvin. Yeah, they were the leaders for the team. So yeah, Slovenia they swept the floor with Venezuela 98-70. But when you have a Luka versus not a Luka wins. Another game was Lithuania Poland. This one had some fun names.
Poland.
Domantas Sabonis was on Lithuania. Dropped 17.
Okay.
Valanciunas was on Lithuania. Also had 15.
Damn, Lithuania's kind of stacked.
Yeah, they have some cool players. That's a cool team. And they made Poland look pretty bad. Serbia,
Valanciunas might be
Puerto
one of my
Rico.
favorite players.
Really?
Yeah, I like him so much.
Yeah.
I think he's so underrated. He gets no credit. I mean, he gets a little bit of credit, but he deserves more.
Yeah. So Serbia, Puerto Rico. Serbia swept the floor with Puerto Rico, 102-84. Doesn't seem like there's any big names playing, but I know Serbia has some big names. Like,
Yeah, that's Jokic.
yeah, Jokic is on there. I don't think any of them played yet.
Who else is on Serbia? There's a lot of players.
Yeah,
on Serbia.
we went over. That was one of the bigger ones. Italy, Dominican Republic. Italy beat the Dominican Republic pretty well. I'm not
Italy's
seeing any
probably
names
pretty good,
there.
aren't they?
Yeah, I actually don't know because the only Italian
I think they
I
used to be a lot
got.
better.
Yeah, the only what was his name? He played for the Spurs. He played for the Sixers. He played for. Where did he go after that? Did you have a clue? Oh, what's his name? He was sick.
Wait,
He won a
Ginobili?
chip with the Spurs. No,
'cause Ginobili
Marco
is-
Bellinelli. Marco Bellinelli.
Oh yeah. I know.
He's the best Italian basketball player I'm aware of. But I think he's been retired. I think he was playing
French or Italian.
Ginobili.
Is he French? No, Tony Parker was French.
Yeah, he was French. He's Argentinian.
Argentinian. Interesting. I didn't know that.
He's one of only
I
two
just-
players to have won a EuroLeague title, an NBA championship, and an Olympic gold medal. Fun fact. That's actually interesting because there's probably not a lot of dudes that won a EuroLeague title and an Olympic gold medal because the U.S. normally gets the gold medal. So
That's very true.
that is a tough one to get. Anything else? Oh, Brazil did the dirty to Mexico. But a lot of
Brazil
just
probably has a decent team.
none of these guys. It seemed like the only big NBA names were on Canada, who lost, and Slovenia and Lithuania. So interesting stuff. I love, dude. I don't know why. I just love it because you never. It's like because
never
how
get to see it.
soccer you always have, the national
national
teams
club,
doing the
yeah.
things plus the club teams, and I love seeing it with
I feel
basketball.
like basketball, you just don't see it.
No,
very
it just
much.
barely happens. There's like the Olympics and there's like the World Tournament, but most people don't even play in that because it's like, if it's not the
Who cares?
Olympics, who cares?
No one gives a shit about FIBA. It's actually kind of insane. There's a bunch of just little news stories that I want to go over because actually some of them are kind of fun. Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco,
Yes.
left a $1,000 tip at IHOP on July 3rd. He also claimed he beat Damian Lillard one-on-one a couple years ago.
I love Chad Johnson. Have you listened to any
He's so funny.
the I Am Athlete stuff they've been doing?
No.
The dude that's with with Brandon Marshall. It's a really cool like little platform they have now. They do I would call it like a high production level podcast. I don't know. They did some really cool stuff and they just talk to athletes from all different sports. And the thing that you notice about Chad Johnson is dude seems like he's an expert in everything. Like in every single topic. Like
dude,
like
he
NASCAR.
He played like semi-professional soccer.
Yeah.
He changed his name like 18 times. NASCAR he's pretty good at. He's also good at basketball apparently.
He was talking to Dale Earnhardt Jr. like he was talking shop, and all the other dudes like in the circle like, what? You heard of NASCAR, dude? Like, he's just always just one of the. He just is a
he's
renaissance
one of the most
man.
unique,
Yeah,
he's one of the most unique human beings I've ever seen in my life. He's just a strange but like really cool guy.
yeah.
Also, that $1,000 tip, he does that all the time.
And the dude, you know his whole thing about McDonald's, like
No.
oh my, it's so he's like his whole thing is that you don't need to have a good diet and that McDonald's is just the best food, and he eats at McDonald's all the time. And before his fight, he was like, or after his fight, he was like, dang, you know what? I try to listen to, I was like trying to be healthy and get the weight, and I should eat more McDonald's. He said,
Did he win that fight?
no, but he looked
No.
good. He looked good, and he was actually boxing a boxer.
Oh, that's right. He actually boxed like a real.
Just on I Am Athlete, he goes, I never got hurt. Never. You know why?
I was like,
Because I ate McDonald's and I built a callus in my body.
he is such a funny human being.
And then he started yelling at Brandon Marshall about how his healthy diet made his injuries, and he said, eat whatever you
Wait,
want.
the wide receiver, Brandon Marshall?
Yeah.
That's so funny. God, he was a beast.
He paid a fan in October. He paid a fan $1,000 to drive him to McDonald's.
All right. So, because we need content for YouTube, hi YouTube. But honestly, Chad Ochocinco might be the greatest human being on planet
Oh,
Earth.
he's sick. He's sick.
He talks shop NASCAR with Dale Earnhardt,
Yep.
which is the coolest thing ever. He leaves $1,000 tip at every restaurant he goes to.
Mm-hmm.
He paid someone $1,000 to drive him to McDonald's. He lived off McDonald's his whole career and said that it built a callus in his body. And that's why Brandon Marshall got hurt all the time, is because he lives such a healthy diet. He then fights in boxing where he looks very good, loses to a boxer. But this guy is the coolest guy ever. Played semi-professional soccer, almost played pro soccer, I'm pretty sure. Actually, he might have. In like Brazil or something. I think he might have played pro soccer.
He put out a. This is so funny. I'm just the McDonald's rabbit hole is so funny. Chad Johnson was talking about how he had a 6-month meal prep brand for Joe Burrow, and he responded and goes, "Sorry, Chad, I can't eat McDonald's every day." And he responds with just the single tear emoji. That's it. Just like, sorry,
What a human
Chad,
being.
I can't eat McDonald's every day.
What a human being. He's probably gonna die at like age 50, but eating McDonald's every day. No, I love seeing his name in the news though, and it's normally never a bad thing, which is kind of the nice thing. I feel like it never ever is something bad. It's sometimes something a little.
Hey,
crazy, but
I think going to the Patriots might have kind of been the difference for that guy between like having this long and like well liked career after sports, and being kind of like going out as a bit of like, you know, like the change from the change from Ochocinco to Johnson, you know, that was a big thing for his career, and I think it definitely helped
He
the
did a really good job of
longevity.
it.
Yeah,
because the name Ochocinco was such a household name, and to change that back to your original name and then build a brand from that is pretty crazy.
yeah.
Because that was the brand. Ochocinco was the brand.
It was
It was the guy who changed his name to his jersey number,
Yep.
which is insane.
Like before I even knew anything about football, I was like, Ochocinco, that means 8'5". Wow, what a wacky individual.
Back then, I didn't know, hardly anything about football, but I knew who Chad Ochocinco was.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple names that I knew, and that was one of them. Which is funny because he wasn't even like the best player in the league, not even close. Another wide receiver out there, Josh Gordon files for reinstatement once again. God, I like that guy so much, but he just can't get it right.
Why dude, come on, man.
I understand he's got so many problems and issues, and it goes way beyond just football and his life. But man, they have tried to.
Dude, someone just keep him like in a house for a
did.
year.
They did. Patriots did. They literally had someone watch him all the time, and he's still fucked up. God, I like him so much. The fact that he played every game higher than a kite and on a handle of alcohol and still balled out game after game for the worst team in the league is one of the most insane, impressive things ever. And I want him to have a shot in the NFL because he is. Imagine being drunk every single game.
Have a shot in the NFL. Do you know how many seasons he's played?
A lot.
9. He's 30.
He's only played what? 20 games? 25, 30 games?
And
he balls out every time.
He's 30 though.
I know.
Like, it's one thing when he's like 26 and you're like, all right, he's got a lot left in the tank. He's a big talent. Like, maybe he comes back. But he's 30, man. The last meaningful football he played was for the fan-controlled football league. He was on the Zappers.
I just saw that.
Like, man, I'm all for it, but at this point, I'm not sure who actually goes after him.
The NFL has been randomly drug testing Gordon for the past 3 months, and he is said to have passed all his tests, according to the source. The NFL suspended Gordon indefinitely in December 2019 for violations of its policies on substance abuse and performance-enhancing substances. So he got into PEDs last time, too. That was Gordon's sixth suspension since the 2013 season and his fifth for some form of substance abuse. Wow. Gordon was conditionally reinstated by the NFL in December 2020 and was set to practice with the Seahawks in the final 2 weeks of the regular season before his reinstatement was rescinded in January. Sources confirmed to ESPN that Gordon had experienced a setback in his recovery from substance abuse. Boy, I hope he gets it right and gets a shot, but it kind of seems like the time has gone now for him. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, this is still possible, but he's just had so many chances and he just can't get it right. And now he's 30, and I don't know how dominant he is anymore, especially with not playing in the league in probably 2 years.
Yeah.
3 years, whatever it is. But man, I like that guy a lot, and I wish he'd get it right, because just his story of what he used to do before games and like just his story in general, it's so insane what he was doing.
I just don't think you can, like, I can't enjoy hearing that, you know?
No.
Because, and it's like, it'd be one thing if it was like his rookie year and he was being like young and a dummy and then he figured it out. But it just keeps happening. And the problem is it just keeps being something different too, because it's never been
PEDs.
Yeah, it's
substance
you know
abuse,
what I mean?
it's
If it was
yeah.
he was smoking weed every time, he would be in the NFL. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
trust me, if a player of his caliber, if all he was doing was smoking weed, there would be a team that could find a way to get him on a roster.
And if you think Josh Gordon's overrated and you don't think he's that good, this man has been suspended 6 times and been reinstated 5 times. Being reinstated every single time because he's that good and the NFL wants him that bad. Name one other guy that over a 9-year career has gotten suspended 6 times and still can get signed to teams. He's still getting signed. Seahawks just signed him last year. Like, that's how crazy good this guy is, that he hasn't played in basically 3-4 years, and teams are still willing to sign him. And the NFL is still willing to reinstate him because he's that fucking good.
I mean, yeah, let's put it this way. The man had in his only his first year in Cleveland, he started 13 games, played in all 16. Had 805 yards, 5 tutties. However, the next year in Cleveland was why people still believe in him. You know, he had 1,646 yards.
Yeah.
He only played
9
14
touchdowns.
games. Yeah, he only played 14 games in there, and then that's when it went down. The next year, played 5 games, suspended. 15, he was out for the whole year. 16, out for the whole year. 17, came back, played 5 games. Was that an injury, though? Or is that another? I forget what happened there. 18.
I think I don't think he's been injured. Oh, didn't he have a neck injury?
Yeah, he had. It's one of these is an injury, and then it got
Yeah.
worse. Like, but that's the stuff that makes it even worse. Then you hear about it, you know, someone who's already obviously has an addictive personality, and then they get an injury, and then they're probably on some prescribed medicine, and then it's like,
Yeah. It literally, he didn't have one season that he actually played games in where he averages less than like 50 or 60 yards a game, which is crazy.
yeah, I mean,
Like,
even
5 games started 300 yards, average 60 yards a game. Okay, so here, his seasons: 2012, 50; 2013, 117. That was a shitty Cleveland team too. 2014, 60.6 yards a game. 2017, 67. 2018, 61. 2019, before, I think that's the New England one, 65. And then he starts to drop off, but he just doesn't play that many games. The man still averages 50, 60 yards a game and hasn't played in a full season ever. He's never started a full season ever.
I'm just saying, so, like, we can talk about all that, but so, like, Oh, but last 2 seasons he's played, he's been dropping off. But like the last 2 seasons he played goes back to 2018. The dude's 30 now. That was 5 years ago. How many NFL players have come and gone since then? You know, I don't. As I would love to see it, but I don't foresee the man doing much on any team at this point.
But man, it would be cool for like an 800-yard season out of him. Just a full season.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to see him play.
Gets through a full season without substance abuse or anything, even if he's and then he just balls out.
Yeah, and then dude can go to the CFL, tear it up till he's 35, make some checks, and then
get paid
try to live a good life, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably got money in the bank.
I'm sure he does.
Like,
I think he's had a couple good contracts. Here.
When he got drafted in 2012, so that was before all the that was before they fixed the pay scale. What round pick was he? Was it first rounder?
He signed his 1 year contract.
He's a second round.
Was he a second round?
Yeah.
His 1 year contract for Seattle was worth $1 million.
Those aren't going to be the money though. Those are going to be all like vet mins every time he gets re-signed. I'm wondering though.
So his
he was a supplemental draft pick.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so he came into the league with some baggage then.
Yeah, he struggled in college.
That's crazy because you never hear, every time you hear a supplemental draft pick, like when did you ever hear about a second rounder going for the supplemental draft? You know what I mean?
True.
Do you know how the way that works is crazy?
Not really.
The supplemental draft is crazy, and it kind of does screw over some of the guys in there because it happens after the draft, and essentially you give up a future pick for whatever the guy. Basically, it's almost like you're bidding on them. So it's all players who, for one reason or another, not allowed in the draft. So if whatever round you pick a player in the supplemental draft, you forfeit that pick for the next year. So by drafting,
they second round.
They gave up their first overall or first pick of the second round because they were the worst team, and they continued to be the worst team.
And they took him. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So basically, if someone was willing to give up a third round pick, right? Someone was willing to draft him with the third round pick, then they would have got him. But the Browns are like, all right, we want him bad enough that we can give up a second rounder for this.
Use their second round.
Next year's second rounder.
I mean, it was a good pick. It was a great pick.
Of course,
He had a 5-year entry-level contract when he first came in. 4 year. 4 years, $5.3 million, so he got paid a little bit there. Then he signed $800,000 contract with Cleveland for 1 year. And then his contract with Patriots was 1 year, $2 million.
Nice.
And then he got paid 1 year, $1 million with the Seahawks.
Hopefully he's still got that money, man.
He's made a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's still like sets you up for life if you treat it well, money.
Yeah, I mean he's made $7 million so far in the NFL. So, I mean over 9 seasons, that's not that impressive. But if he's being smart with his money, he should be okay for a while. Especially if he's getting game checks from the CFL and shit. But it is 11:10. We need to kick it to a break. Come back, start the bets. We got baseball. We got hockey.
Hey.
We got it all. Baseball, hockey.
That's it, actually. No, dude, probably not.
Oh, it's Monday. Fuck.
So baseball, we got hockey, we got baseball, and we got hockey.
And hockey.
And we got some baseball for you too.
No, Monday night game.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Monday night,
okay.
WNBA game. Liberty Wings. Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's a good game.
I'm pumped.
all right. That changes everything.
I'm pumped.
We'll be right back, fellas.
I have a lean for that
that's
too.
big
I have
hype.
a lean for that game. I already have a lean for that game. I'm so excited. Monday, WNBA. Let's go.
Transition. That's what I'm gonna do now. Fellas, we're back. It's everybody's favorite time.
I forgot to tweet out to the Twitter boys that the bets are starting.
Oh, get him in here. Get him in here.
Get them in here. Gotta get them in. Can't start without them. Hang on. Yeah. But we have hockey tonight. Let's go.
Yes. Game 4, Stanley Cup Finals.
I'm excited.
Tampa Bay.
5-0 so far in all my picks for the Stanley Cup Finals. Just throwing that out there. 5-0.
Just because it's too easy is the problem.
3-0 VIP, 2-0 free plays. God.
Just too easy.
Bets are starting. 5-0 in Stanley Cup Finals. I'm priding my shit on Twitter right now.
Here's the odds, brought to you by BetUS. If you are in the market trying to get into another sports book, if you're in a state that isn't legal on your big time DraftKings, your big time FanDuel, you can still bet on BetUS, completely legit. Deposits, withdrawal, all that good stuff. And I gotta tell you, on a completely unbiased, yeah, we got the affiliate link, but unbiased, dude. Every time that we look at odds and sometimes Eric will say the DraftKings ones, and I'll have it up on BetUS. It's always better. They always have
BetUS,
significantly better, man.
And we're transparent.
Yeah.
You know we wouldn't lead you guys wrong. The bonus is a 10 times rollover, so you're probably not going to end up getting that. I like the bonus. I mean, it is there. It is possible to get. However, what I really like about the sportsbook are the odds. I have been getting way better odds on the sportsbook than I get on Fox Bet, DraftKings.
And you can do it anywhere. That's
better.
the main thing, man. If
Yeah.
you're someone who's
Doing it
traveling
anywhere,
a lot, or if you're out in a state that isn't legal yet, it's a great way to do it because it's one of those. I don't know. I do not
Don't
mess
send
with
it to-
Bovada.
yeah.
I do not mess with
I do
most of
not
those.
fuck with Bovada.
As far as your offshore guys who can get you betting anywhere, BetUS, they do it for you. So shout out to them.
Raphael, just relax. We're getting there. Come on now. MLB picks? Come on, we're getting
Oh yeah. Is it Twins
Twins
money
money
line, Eric?
Oh God, Raphael. We'll get there. All right, we're gonna start with NHL today, though. Damn it. Twins money. No, White Sox money line.
Dirty
anyways,
Sox.
The Dirty Sox. Anyways, Canadians at home tonight, Game 4, getting plus 133 tonight. Lightning on the road, getting minus 157. If you've been tuning in every day to the show, which you should be, you know that I am 5-0 on these Lightning picks. I've gone 3-0 in VIP, all 3 Lightning regulation. Actually, I think I put Lightning minus 1.5 one time, and then over 5.5 on the 2 games that went over 5.5. It's just too easy. However, this game, and I said it from the beginning, Lightning are going to lose one. Lightning in 5, this is the game that they lose. Lightning getting 66% of tickets, 87% of money. This is the one that they lose. I do not know if I will lay the Montreal line because I'm scared of the Lightning because they are a much better team than the Canadians. However, if you're going to bet someone tonight, bet the Canadians. That's all I have to say. They will steal one. This is the one they have to steal. Everyone thought it would be Game 3. I knew it wasn't going to be Game 3.
And there's a stack on the Lightning for the first time, right?
This is yep. And this is the first stack I've seen on the Lightning all series, and I'm very happy about it. Because this is the one that I think the Canadians absolutely steal. And with the public going Lightning, yeah. I truly think that the Lightning can't lose to the Canadians. However, Game 4, you're in Montreal. There's no fans. You want to come back. You probably want to win it in Tampa Bay. Have it in front of your fans. You didn't get to do it last year because of COVID. Remember, they're going for a back-to-back here.
Yep.
They didn't get to because of COVID last year. I would just think that you come home. I'm not going to say that they let their foot off the gas pedal tonight in any way, but I think they just play a little more lax than what we've seen in the past 3 games. And if you play lax against the Canadians, they skate so hard that they will do circles around.
That's very true.
And I think that's what happens tonight. I think it might be a close game, but I don't see the Lightning winning this one. Give me the Canadians tonight, winning Game 4, and then Game 5, Tampa Bay smashes Montreal back in Tampa Bay. Been right so
I like
far.
that, Rude. Yeah, I think that makes sense. If you're gonna, like you said, beginning of the series, it's gonna be, no matter how much better of a team the Lightning are than the Canes, it's gonna be almost impossible to sweep them. It's Stanley Cup Finals.
Hockey. Yeah, I mean it's a professional hockey.
Over
team.
4 games. You can be the best team and the worst team, man. You never know. So
Canadians steal this one tonight. I wish they were getting better odds than plus 130.
Yeah.
That's just against the Lightning. That sucks that the value's not quite there. However, they will win Game 4, and Tampa Bay smashed them in Game 5. But let's get on to MLB. 6:05, we have our first game. Looks like DraftKings is giving the Cardinals plus 195 on the road. Giants are getting minus 235 at home. Giants getting 77% of money. 77% of tickets, 73% of money. Let's get into, hang on. I had the wrong page up. Let's get into the pitchers. We've got Kevin Gausman versus Kwang Hyun Kim. Good reasoning on Canadians. Thank you, Raphael. Kim is a 3.79 ERA with a 1.35 WHIP. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Not great, not bad. Kevin Gausman, on the other hand, 8-2, 1.68 ERA with a .81 WHIP.
Throwing fireballs.
Kevin is just lighting it up this season. Hang on, there we go. Let's see how they've been doing it lately. Looks like Kevin Gausman actually struggles a little bit more at home, but still a 2.3 ERA, .57 WHIP at home. Holy shit. That's better than DeGrom at home.
Dang.
So Kevin Gausman has been lighting it up
this
year. Kim is decent on the road. He's a 4.44 ERA, which is a little bit less than his average. 1.48 WHIP, which is a little bit less than his average. So, but it's pretty close. I don't see a big difference there. I absolutely love the Giants here. I love the Giants against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I feel like St. Louis, although better than Arizona, is kind of along the same lines. Not great bats, not a great bullpen. It just kind of, it just feels like the Giants should absolutely, and without them getting stacked on 90%, because I definitely figured we were going to see 90% on this one, only 75% on public. That's really not bad at all for that kind of line. My mother always calls during the show. Every time. Damn it, Mom.
She should be watching.
Damn it, Mom. I'm busy. Yeah, but give me the Giants. Probably put them in a parlay because that juice is way too much. Maybe -1.5 if you're feeling.
That's not bad. -105 on there.
Yeah, feeling a little risky. I do like that bet. I think the Giants absolutely take it to the Cardinals, and then once they get in their bullpen, they continue to do so.
What do you think about team total over for the Giants at 4.5 at -105? Close to even.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. At least on Bet US.
This has got to be a back-to-back. This has got to be a back-to-back. This is not a back. Hang on. What am I missing here? The over-under for this game is at 7.5?
Yeah.
And the Giants are at 4.5 minus what?
105.
Oh, man. I mean, Kim's not a bad pitcher at all. I would lean that team total over, though.
But even just the game total, only at 7.5 is -110, is also not bad.
Yeah. Interesting.
Although at that point you're relying on the Giants to get most of those points on the board anyway, so might as well take the team total and be less risky about it.
Yeah, I would agree. All right. Well.
Interesting,
I like that game. That's a nice first game, though.
Yeah.
That scares me that it is the early game, because the early game normally has something going weird with it. But Kevin Gausman is a fucking
he's
out there.
Yeah, dang.
Next game we have Dodgers on the road getting. What do we got? We got -165 on the road against the Marlins.
I'm telling you, and it's -155 on Bet US. Every single one.
Every single one. No, very good sportsbook. I like them a lot. Miami Marlins getting +135 as home dogs. Looks like Dodgers getting 70% of tickets, but only 51% of money. So who's ever taking the Dodgers today are putting them in parlays, which makes me not like them as much, but only 51% of money. That's pretty crazy. Trevor Bauer is on the mound today. Looks like Covers has a free pick of under 7.5, so hammer the over. It is Trevor Bauer versus Trevor Rogers today. The battle of the Trevor.
Trevor world.
Trevor Bauer is a 2.59 ERA with a 1 flat WHIP. Trevor Rogers 2.14 ERA with a basically 1 flat WHIP. The over/under set at 7. Interesting. Looks like Bauer will probably go anywhere from 5 to 7. Rogers probably go anywhere from 5 to 7, depending on how they're doing. Let's see how Bauer is on the road. He's actually pretty much the same. 2.62 ERA on the road with a 1.05 whip. He's been struggling a little bit in his last 3 comparatively with a 1.26 whip. Trevor Rogers, on the other hand, very good at home, 2.18 ERA with a 1 flat whip. I could definitely see this going under, actually. That's not that bad of a pick. However, at 7, that's not a lot. That's a pretty low over-under. I see why. I understand why.
Right.
These are 2 very good pitchers. I don't like betting against. This might be a decent spot to actually put Dodgers in a parlay. However, don't sleep on the Miami Marlins, especially at home. A very dark horse team that kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes. Yeah, it seems like their bats do not work very well at all. Let's see their bats in their last 10. Hang on, because I'm pretty sure their bats have not been working, but their defense is pretty incredible. They've scored 7-3-0, 11-3-1-3, 11-3-1. So they either blow up or they are only going to score 3 runs at most. Yeah, the under's not a bad play, but because covers put it out there,
we had 10 concurrent right there for a second.
We
Shout out the
11.
fellas. Shout out the
we had
fellas.
11 there for a
Let's
second.
go. We
11
love
there.
those double digits.
The fellas are coming
Woo!
in. It must
Happy
be because
5th.
everyone's on vacation.
Yeah, everyone's
Must be 'cause-
beautiful 5th of July. Just chilling. Listen to some sports talk.
Listen to some sports.
What's better
Hey,
than that?
If you're in here, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. You know the deal.
We got that YouTuber talk now.
We got that YouTuber talk.
Hit
God, I
that
hate
bell icon.
7:05, we have the Atlanta Braves taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. I fucking hate the Pittsburgh Pirates for ruining all my parlays yesterday with the Brewers in them because they beat the Brewers 2-0 out of nowhere. Braves getting minus 190 on the road. Pirates getting plus 163 at home. Looks like 83% of tickets on the Braves, 89% of money on the Braves. So Braves getting stacked on today. Chase DeJong versus Max Fried. Max Fried is a 4.16 ERA with a 1.31 whip. DeJong looks like he's a 5.65
Yeesh.
ERA with a 1.57 whip. These pitchers are going to get shit on today. Under over set at 9. I do like that. What's Atlanta Braves team total over at?
5.5 at plus 105. If
5.5 in a game that's under over is 9? Are you shitting me?
yeah, because the Pirates are 3.5.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I do trust Atlanta's offense. I don't trust Pirates' offense.
5.5 is a lot
However,
though. Even if it was
5.5 is
4.5
a lot.
juiced, even if it was like 4.5 at like minus 140, it would be better.
And for a team that has a top 10 offense, the Braves have not been that impressive on their bats. 8-2-1-4, 20, 3-4-1, 3-3. So they've gone over 5.5 twice.
How are they on the
scored
road?
8 and 20.
Is it any different with those splits?
They are 24 and 22 at home, to only 17 and 20 on the road.
Not bad, not
Pittsburgh,
bad.
a little bit better at home. I think
Yeah.
this is just a stay away game. I really don't want to touch it. I would think the over hits, but at the same time, Atlanta's either just going to score 15 or 3,
Right.
and I'm not willing to lay a line on that. So this is, I think, our first big stay away game of the day for MLB. I don't want to touch it. It's just I don't trust either team. Both inconsistent as shit. I would imagine the Pirates get fucking routed today though after beating the Brewers yesterday. 7:10 we have the Rays hosting the Indians. Looks like the Rays are getting. I can't find the game. There it is. Rays are getting minus 205 at home. Indians
Jeez.
getting plus 170 on the road. Why do the Indians always get such insanely juiced odds? I don't understand it. This team is 42 and 39 and comes in every single game at plus 180. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Anyways, looks like Allen on the mound for Cleveland. He's an 8.38 ERA with a 1.66 whip.
You know, I think that could have something to do with it, actually. I think an ERA that begins with 8 would probably not help
And a
your odds.
1.66 whip. Ugh.
Sheesh.
Dick Mountain on the mound for Tampa Bay Rays. Rich Hill. He is a
suck my take.
3.7 ERA. He is a 3.7 ERA with a 1.11 whip. I really like the game total over on this one, set at 8.5. I don't trust either team's bats to get them there individually, but I like this game total over. Rich Hill, aka Dick Mountain, is known for getting pummeled at times. In his last 4 games, he's given up 4.1, 4.4 ERA, 8.364 hits. He walked 5 people against Boston. He let up 3 home runs the last game. I think that Dick Mountain probably gets dicked on today. And I think that Allen is going to get absolutely thrown through the fucking ringer. Logan Allen, 8.38 ERA. Ugh. Yuck.
Jesus.
Give me the game total over on the. That's
8.5.
I haven't been doing the sticky notes.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
haven't
get
been doing
that
the sticky
written down.
notes. I gotta get the sticky notes. God, I dominated with sticky notes the other day. Let's see. Indians, Rays, over 8.5. What leans did I have before this? Oh, Giants, right?
Yeah,
Giants money
Giants.
line.
But that was mad juicy.
I think I like their team.
Team total over.
It was 4.1. It was 4.5.
4.5 at minus 105.
But yes, give me the game total over for this one. I like that bet. Yeah, I think that both pitchers could probably get exposed very, very easily. Game of the day for me. I love this one. I love this matchup. I love everything about it. Let me check the percentages to make sure it's not getting slammed on. But we have the White Sox on the road, only getting minus 113 against the dog shit Minnesota Twins. Go Minnesota. The dog shit Twins getting home dogged at minus 105. This is basically a pick 'em. Unbelievable. How the I don't get it. White Sox getting 70% of tickets, but 50% of money. I love it. I love it. It is matching up perfectly for us.
I don't know if
Bailey-
Raphael's gonna like that.
Bailey Ober gets dicked on all the time. CC versus Ober. Ober on the mound for Minnesota today. 5.84 ERA with a 1.38 whip. Not good. CC, on the other hand, 3.75 ERA with a 1.3 whip. Looks like both pitchers are going to go for 4 to 5 innings. Let's see how we do at home and on the road. Cease actually, is it CC? Cease? I don't know. Dylan Cease. I don't know. Anyways, struggles on the road. Definitely struggles. 6 flat ERA with a 1.57 whip. Has not been great in his last 3 either. Looks like Bailey Ober also sucks in his last 3 with a 7 flat ERA and actually the 1.29 whip is not bad. But struggles at home for some reason. 6.75 ERA with a 1.65 whip at home. Looks like the game total over is set at 10. That might go over, honestly. But just to play it safe, I think that White Sox money line is absolutely a great play today. At the beginning of the season, the White Sox were really, really good at lefties. Insanely good at lefties. What does whip mean? Whip is basically however many people, I don't know the actual, I just looked it up the other day too. It's basically how many people they let on base. So it counts for walks, runs. It kind of incorporates everything. So
Yeah,
it's a little bit better than an ERA.
It
Yeah, what
stands
is it?
stands for walks and hits per inning pitched.
Yes. Thank you. It's a better metric than an ERA because ERA can have a lot to do with your defense. Can have a lot to do with other things. Doesn't necessarily account for the walks and everything. Actually, if you guys follow Tech Money Options on Twitter, he is a very, very, very good baseball bettor. Check out his Discord; it's completely free. Very, very good baseball bettor, and he actually doesn't even look at ERA. He thinks it's a dead metric. He really doesn't care about it. So, kind of interesting. So the whip is just kind of a little more accurate on how good they are
It's
at letting
more,
people on base and
pertains a
things.
little better just to the pitcher rather than like the whole defense.
Yeah. Chicago White Sox, this is the only part that scares me today, is 18-20 on the road. They really struggle on the road with 31-14 at home. However, they're playing a team that's under 500 at home. So I'm really not that worried about it. I think you take White Sox money line straight today if you want to take them in parlay. I don't think it's worth it. The odds are good. The juice is good. I think you just take them straight. Load up on it if you want. That White Sox money line is a Vegas trap. Interesting.
Ooh.
I would agree with you. However, they're getting 50% of money. It's kind of hard to trap if you're not getting overly stacked on, I would think. If I saw 90% on that, I would absolutely agree with you that that is a trap because those odds do not make sense. But everyone's staying away from it, so it makes me like it still. Yeah, and sorry, I got off on a tangent. The White Sox at the beginning of the season were great against lefties. Since then, has completely regressed and now are dominating righties. Kind of crazy. Ober is a righty. I expect them to get into him today. What's the team total over? 4.5?
Yeah. Or 5.5 actually, plus 105.
5.5? Maybe. I'll lean the team total over soon. Luka 2022 MVP Magna Carta with the future of the day.
Is it gonna be with the Mavs though?
Yeah, true. It's got to be with the Mavs. There's no way.
Oh, I think
Gotta
so
be.
too. I'm just staring at the pot.
It's barely morning, bud. Okay.
Dude,
what else do we got?
If the Twins win this, you will be publicly shamed on the next show.
That's fine.
Well,
Raphael, I expect you to come in hot and heavy if the Twins end up winning that and tell me how wrong I was.
We'll throw a water balloon full of ketchup at your head. Or something.
He's signing that max. He is definitely signing that max.
Yeah. It's hard to say no to that.
Speaking of signing maxes, I know that no one cares, but the Wild just signed Joel Eriksson Ek for an 8-year deal worth $42 million.
It's a long time.
It's a long time, but worth it. He deserved it. At 7:10, we have the Brewers Mets. Looks like Mets getting plus 118 as home dogs. Brewers getting minus 137 on the road. 61% of tickets on the Brewers, 63% of money on the Brewers. Haha, all love, but yes. Raphael, if the Twins win today, I'll give you a free week of VIP. Make sure and DM us on Twitter.
Let's go. Put some stakes on it.
Flying in tomorrow's show
the
and just
money we're already betting
shit.
on it.
Yeah. Did you guys already talk about the Blue Jackets kid that passed? No, we did not, actually. That was not something I wanted to talk about on a Monday after the 4th of July.
We might get into it at the end.
But we can revisit that if we want. But yeah, that is a very sad thing. McGill on the mound for Mets, 4.82 ERA, 1.29 WHIP. Brandon Woodruff on the mound for Milwaukee, 1.87 ERA, 0.78 WHIP. I absolutely like Milwaukee in this one. I think only getting 60% of money in tickets is not bad. I know Raphael will say it's still morning, bud, but hey, it's almost noon here on the East Coast. Get up and get your bets in, damn it. I don't think it would switch much anyways with Milwaukee on the road. Milwaukee is actually 25-16 on the road. However, Mets 24-11 at home. Very, very good home team. But McGill is could get tossed around today. Looking at Brandon Woodruff, in his last 3, he actually has up to a 3.5 ERA with a 1.06 WHIP. So his WHIP is still good, but his ERA has gone up a bit. Really good on the road, however. Tyler McGill, 4.15 ERA at home, 1.15 WHIP. So a little bit better at home. I think after losing to the Pirates and breaking their 11-game winning streak yesterday, I would assume Brewers come back full force today. Brandon Woodruff, great pitcher. Mets bats fucking terrible. They did well on yesterday, but they're also going against Garrett Cole, Mr. Spider Tack himself, who is not allowed to use Spider Tack anymore. Brewers bats, besides yesterday putting up 0, has gone 11, 7, 7, 15, 2, 14, 5, 10, 5 in their last 10. Absolutely running the bats. Yeah, give me... What's the Brewers team total over?
It is 3.5 at minus 140.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
3.5?
A weird one, yeah.
Minus 140?
With a little bit of juice, but still.
You guys are definitely going to skyrocket in views second half of this year. Hey, thanks, Magna Carta. I think we
That's
were just
insane.
talking about the other day when football comes around. It's gonna be a lot
NFL
of fun.
season, I swear,
A
we're
lot
gonna
of-
have to make the show like 4 hours long for as much
Seriously, it's
as
gonna be
many
a lot.
stupid tangents that we're gonna go on about
Yeah.
whether or not Sam Darnold's better than whoever. Oh, we're gonna get into
Oh,
some.
Stephanie. All right, Stephanie likes the team total. We're going with the team total.
send
What
it.
was it? We're sending it.
3.5
I'm
minus 140.
I like the Brewers money line. I like Brewers team total over, especially if Stephanie's on it. I think Stephanie needs to make her own capping account. Me and Jason talked about this. I will be your first subscriber. She needs a capper account. Too smart not to have one. Brandon Woodruff will probably going to go 6-7 innings, honestly. McGill will probably go 4 or 5. Yeah, I like Milwaukee here. I like the team total over. Their bats have been really incredible besides yesterday. They've hit over 3.5. What is it? 10 of the last 11 games. The one thing I will say is when Brandon Woodruff starts, for some reason their bats don't work as well. At least in the last 3 starts. But that's getting pretty nitty gritty there. Couple angles I see for the Mets, but overall really like Milwaukee, especially when they're not getting slammed on by the public, because I kind of halfway expected it. Covers has a free pick on this. They took Milwaukee. No! Spread knowledge. No! Oh, you 10 viewers right now are about to get a bunch of spread knowledge. Oh, wait. These are only dated back to May. All right.
Oh,
Never
so
mind.
they might actually be decent spread knowledges.
25, 8-1 money line price lower than current money line plus 1.74.
One day,
May
I'm
20.
gonna
One
do
day I'll
some
understand.
research and find out what the heck that means. But until then, we take spread knowledge with a grain of dirt.
Yeah.
Because salt's expensive these days.
True. Oh, that's funny. No, but honestly, fuck that stupid spread knowledge. They take spreads
No,
from
but not on like a
2016.
not on like a personal level though.
No, not a personal level. Just that you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about level. All right, moving on. Sorry, spread knowledge. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are really cool, but man, you guys need to stop with the knowledge. It's not.
Dude,
good.
you're gonna
It's
get
not knowledge.
banned from covers one day. If they
They're
ever
gonna literally
stumble upon this
Ban me
channel,
from covers. Yeah.
they're gonna block our IP. We'll be
Yikes.
done.
Sorry, covers. Love your guys' stats. You know I love your stats. Great statistics. Go to covers.com for your statistics, but do not go there for your free picks because you will lose all your fucking money. Anyways, 8:05 today. Sorry. I'm
You
done
know what
with
the
my rant
best
today.
spread knowledge I've ever had in my spread knowledge brain is?
Yeah.
Fading spread knowledge. What if and since whenever we started looking at that in 2021, the fellas are 1,000-0 against fading spread. Nah, just kidding. They're right sometimes, just not
They're
most
right
of the
sometimes.
time.
That,
Everyone can
the
be
one
right.
today is actually not that bad.
Yeah.
But dating back to only May, that's better than what I've seen. Better than the 2016.
Yeah, like
April
2018
ones.
on a Tuesday morning game. This guy's pretty hot.
They
Not
are
gonna
1-0
lie.
when played after a natural disaster on a Wednesday afternoon.
The last game this pertained
Dating
to
back
had
to
a completely different
2004.
roster and a different manager, and was actually the team was relocated since then, and it's a different city and they have a different name.
Oh, God.
Classic.
Spread
Alright.
knowledge. Love you guys.
Yeah, we'll
All
leave
right.
them alone for
Anyways,
now. But you better
8:05.
not have another free pick, or else you're getting
They
you're
better
getting the
not.
smoke.
Tigers on the road getting plus 130. Rangers at home getting minus 115. This is at 8:05 tonight. Rangers getting 54% of tickets, 80% of money. A little bit stacked on. Looks like we got Willie Peralta versus Colby Allard. Peralta is a 3.21 ERA with a 1.07 whip. Allard is basically the same ERA, basically the same whip. They're both going to go for 3 or 4 innings. They're both not great, but not bad pitchers. Let's see how they do on home and away splits. Looks like Peralta struggles a little bit on the road with a 4 flat ERA and a 1.15 whip, but that's still pretty good. Colby Allard, better at home, has struggled in his last 3, however, but still a 1 flat whip. I really like. I like both these pitchers a lot. I lean the under. Let me post-it note that one. I lean the under set at 9 and is getting better value than the over. I think both these pitchers are very good. Offenses ranked, Detroit's are ranked 23rd. Rangers ranked 26th. Both pitchers good in their spot right now. Detroit Tigers bats have been cooking up a little bit lately, though. They scored 6-11, 2-7-5, 2-2, 3-3-6. They've hit the they've only hit the over 5 times in the last 10. Looks like Texas Rangers bats are also sporadic. Maybe not the under, but if I'm going to pick anything this game, I think that's what I'm picking. I don't like either team enough to bet them individually, put them in a parlay or anything. I think the Rangers do win. However, it's the Rangers, and Detroit loves upsetting teams randomly. But I do like this under. I think bats will probably stay quiet. I like both starting pitchers. Detroit's bullpen is pretty bad. However, Texas Rangers bats, nothing impressive. 26 ranks. So that is the Tigers Rangers under. I need a new post-it note. Okay, that's a lean. Probably not going to lay money on it. However, that's what I'm taking for that game, if I'm taking anything. Next game, we have Matt Moore versus Zach Davies. Philly versus Chicago Cubs. Philly on the road getting plus 125. Cubs at home getting minus 148. Cubs getting 72% of tickets, 85% of money.
Dang.
There's a free pick.
Uh-oh.
Ben Burns, the saying Chicago Cubs. I have to agree with Ben Burns, I think. Looking at the pitchers, Zach Davies, 4.32 ERA, 1.43 whip. Not great. However, Moore is even worse. 5.79 ERA with a 1.67 whip. Looks like
Yeesh.
Moore will only go 2 to 3 innings. If he's still doing well after the third, they'll probably pull him. Not really a starter. Let's see how pitchers do home and away. Matt Moore, actually really good on the road this season. 3.77 ERA, 1.19 whip. However, in his last 3, 7 flat ERA, 1.74 whip.
Yikes.
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 Yikes. Zach Davies, pretty good at home. 4.15 ERA, 1.29 whip. I see both teams scoring a decent amount of runs today. The over-under set at 11.
Eric, I have a question.
Yes.
This is confusing me.
Okay.
Why are the Cubs a minus 140 favorite on the money line, but their team total over is 4.5 and the Phillies is 5.5? And it's not even like crazy juice. Like the Cubs are 4.5 minus 120. The Phillies are 5.5 plus 105.
That's weird.
Por qué? Isn't that weird? That's a weird one.
I'm trying to think of why that would be, but I can't do it. That makes no sense to me.
Because obviously it's like it's like plus odds for them to get over 5.5, but it's not that plus.
Yeah, no.
And
That is really weird.
The game total is 11 and the team totals are 5.5 and 4.5. I don't know. It's interesting.
Very interesting.
But under,
I like.
they must be really low on these pitchers because under 11 is even units or even bet. It's just like
Even money. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Interesting. Yeah, this is a odd game. I give the starting matchup nod to the Cubs. Their bullpen is
Yeah.
much better than the Phillies. I love fading the Phillies when they're on the road. I think, and Cubs at home are 26-13. Phillies on the road 15-26. I don't like that the public is so stacked on the Cubs. It scares me a
Yeah.
little bit. However, I would think that the Cubs pretty easily win this game. Matt Moore, if he only pitches for 2, that's 7 innings worth of Philadelphia's bullpen, which is not good. I can see a lot of runs getting scored. That 4.5 might not be. I'm gonna also write the team total over. That 4.5 might not be bad. Did you say minus 120?
yeah.
As of right now, it's probably a stay away. Maybe throw Cubs in like a 3-team parlay or something like that.
Ooh.
Put it with something else that something else that's getting stacked on today or something. Just so I really like doing that. I've been doing that in MLB. About a month ago, the VIP, we kind of changed our betting strategy for MLB. Started doing more favorites and then 2-team parlays and things like that. And what I've found, it's really smart to do. If you have 2 teams that are like minus 130, minus 140 that you think are definitely going to win, but they're both getting stacked on, throw them in a parlay together. Because that way you're minimizing your losses. If if Vegas ends up winning the day, which
Yeah.
they do a lot, you end up minimizing your loss by only putting in 1 parlay or 1 unit parlay or something like that. That's what I've been doing, and it's been helping our units a shitload.
True.
If I ever see, and today is a very good case, it'll be something like the Rays, who absolutely think they're going to win. Indians pitchers are terrible. They're getting 85% across the board. And then I'll parlay it with the Cubs getting 85% across the board because I'm like, well, either Vegas is going to clean house today or the public's going to win. And I might as well, because if you go 1-1 on those, you're going even, or you're probably not even because of the juice.
Right.
So you might as well throw them together. So if you lose, it's 1 unit. If you win, congrats, you probably got 2.5. Just something I've seen that I've been doing recently, and it just minimizes your losses. It's kind of nice. Let's see here. Next game, we have the Reds on the road against the Royals. Holy shit, there's going to be 30,000 runs in this game. Reds getting underdog actually on the road at plus 107. Royals favorite at home minus 124. 65% of tickets on the Reds, but 66% of money on the Royals. So we got a big split on this one. Looks like people who are taking the Royals are stacking on them a little bit, and maybe the Reds are getting parlayed for plus money. That doesn't really make any sense.
That's
I don't know.
weird. That's very weird.
That's a very weird. There's a free pick on covers for this one. He says Kansas City. There's a whole 10 paragraph write up that I'm not gonna read. Gutierrez is a 4.93 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. He is the Cincinnati Reds starting pitcher. Probably go for 5 to 6 innings. Minor is the Royals pitcher. These pitchers are damn near identical. Both 500. Gutierrez 3-3, Minor 6-6. Both are basically a 5 ERA and both basically a 1.3, 1.4 WHIP. Both gonna go for 5 or 6. The over/under is set at 10. I'm gonna see how pitchers are doing home and away. Looks like both pitchers have been getting crushed in their last 3 with over 8 ERAs and over
both of them
1.9 whips on both of them for their last 3.
Oh boy.
Gutierrez not bad on the road. Other than that, 1.33 whip, 4 flat ERA about. Minor not great at home, 5.5 ERA with a 1.24 whip though, so that whip is down considerably at home. But they seem to be getting tossed and rolled over in their last games. I think it probably continues here today. I want to double check the over in this one. Oh God.
Yeah, I think yeah,
might be on
the Royals. Might be.
I love how people have learned that he's a biased Royals bettor.
You gotta respect
That's
it.
so funny.
Respect it.
You gotta respect it. Also, the official streak is over at 5 for the Dirty Sox parlay.
Insane though. What the heck?
Yesterday missed for the 6th day in a row. Yesterday missed. I'm slightly disappointed about it, but at the same time, what a
How did we get this far?
What a run. What a fucking run. That was incredible. Plus 140, plus 180, plus 170, plus 200, plus 140. The merch is coming shortly. It's coming shortly. I'm so excited. We should have the here lies the Dirty Sox parlay, and then the 5 days that it hit, the lifespan of it. Oh, I love it. Dirty Sox parlay. Might have to run it back today. I haven't looked at the Boston game yet. Anyways, I was looking at the under/over for Kansas City game. 99% on the under in the Royals game.
Why?
99% of money. 99% of money
It's not
on
even...
the under on the Royals game. 51%
It's only
of
a
tickets.
10.
99. That's the only 99 I've seen all day.
On the under?
Smash the over. Smash the over. Reds, Kansas City, over. We're smashing it. Hammering it. You have
it's
two of
minus
the worst,
110 for over 10.
You have 2 of the worst bullpens in baseball. One of the better bats in baseball on the Reds. The Royals bats have been working very well lately besides a couple of lapses to the Twins. I love that over 10. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Reds, Royals, over 10.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I cannot...
What's your team totals at?
They're both 4.5. The Reds are at minus 125. The Royals are at minus 130. So I think you'd be better off with the game total.
Yeah, the game total over. I also do like that Reds team total over though. I may look at that because I don't necessarily always trust the Royals bats.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is still a very good play. Royals bats have been 2-6-7, 1-2, 6-5, 1-0-4. They've hit the over in 5 of their last 10. Indians bats have been 3-3, 2-5-5, 4-12. Or sorry, not Indians, Cincinnati. 3-3, 2-5-5, 4-12, 0-4-2. But they've also gone against the Padres, who have one of the best pitching, and the Cubs, who have also one of the best pitching. and the Royals suck at pitching. Insane odds though. I'm happy y'all kept it as a 1 unit bet though. Me too.
Keep it
We bumped it up to
responsible.
1.5 a couple times, but yesterday the only reason I laid it was because it was the 6th day in a
You
row. I
have
felt
to.
like I had to. Yesterday I definitely did not like that bet at all. I didn't like the White Sox or the Red Sox yesterday, but I had to keep it going. It's for the culture.
Please gamble responsibly. You know what I mean?
Please gamble responsibly. That's why it's only a unit.
If you're
I
taking
thought
a
about dropping the
parlay
half unit,
called the
but I was
Dirty
like-
Sox, probably should keep it at 1 unit.
Yeah, probably. Spread knowledge. Oh, here we go. Spread knowledge
this
has got a
guy.
free pick for Boston Angels. Boston Red Sox versus the Angels. They are on Boston.
The Boston
It's not good.
Angels.
Yeah, the Boston Angels. That's like the New York Eagles thing on the draft. That shit was so funny. Boston Red Sox. We're supposed to take them because spread knowledge told us to. Would you like to hear spread knowledge's knowledge today?
Yeah, dude.
Here we
yeah,
go.
Give me some mumbo
They were good on the
jumbo.
last one. I enjoyed the last one. They only brought it to May.
Dude, you only
But now we're
enjoyed it
going
'cause
back
you
to
agreed
2020.
with it.
Now we're going back to 2020. Boston Red Sox are 31-18-1 when point spread within plus or minus 15% of current point spread plus 1.90909 since
Whoa.
September 13th, 2020, with a profit of plus 19 units.
Hey, at least.
But wait, there's more. Boston Red Sox are 28-15-2 as visiting team after straight up win since March 9th, 2020, with profit of plus 15 units.
That's at least I understood what that one meant.
That one was easy to read. I like that one. It's after straight up win. Nice.
Yeah,
What the
there you go.
fuck is when points spread within plus minus 15% of current point spread plus 1.90909? 90909. The fuck is wrong with you guys? Do people actually bet like this? God,
You really
makes me
live
so
like this?
angry. How? How
It
do you
really
have
does
like a
make you angry.
contract with covers.com to be using that bullshit? This is unbelievable. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. Boston Red Sox. Oh God. I mean, a half unit on the Dirty Sox parlay couldn't hurt today. Hey, you're not wrong. Boston Red Sox has Perez pitching today, 4.04 ERA, 1.43 WHIP. Suarez is a 1.98 ERA for the Angels, 1.1 WHIP. It looks like he's only going to go probably 3 innings. Well, Perez will go 4 or 5. Oh, I don't like the Red Sox here in this situation. Damn it. I do like them against the Angels bullpen because the Angels bullpen is trash. I bet Ohtani hits a home run today. I'm going to write it down. Ohtani home run. Also, actually, yeah, they'll pitch him. It kind of sucks lately betting on Ohtani to do anything because so many pitchers are intentionally walking him now.
Yeah. Yep. That's
So
always
many
the problem.
pitchers. The Orioles, I think, intentionally walked him 3-4 times in one game. They just won't pitch to him. It's just not worth it. They know it's going to happen. And especially, I mean, Perez probably, the Boston Red Sox pitching is good enough to probably pitch to him. They probably won't intentionally walk him. However, if that trend keeps going, Ohtani's not going to be hitting any home runs, which sucks because I've taken that prop a few times. Hit it the other day. But yeah, I like Ohtani home run. I like game total set at 10. I don't like that much. What's Angels team total over?
That's going to be 4.5 at minus 125.
Their bats have been crazy good. 6-4, 8, 11, 5, 5, 6, 3, 3. But so is Boston. 1, 6, 3, 15, 6, 7, 6, 9, 4, 5.
I mean, the game total at 10 is only minus 105.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me Angels first 5. Angels first 3. That's
Oh, hold on.
I think that's the lean on that one.
Let's see what that's at, because I have no idea, actually.
I think Angels first 3 because it looks like Suarez will go for 3, Perez will go for 4 or 5. Maybe first 5. I don't know. That's a tough one. I lean Angels team total over. I lean Angels first 5. I really don't want to do the Dirty Sox parlay because I do not like Boston today. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it.
Ooh.
I feel like for the culture I might have to, but I also want to win on those parlays. not just bet them randomly. Looks like Red Sox getting minus 113, 65% of tickets, 63% of money. So do what you want with that. I don't really have a good play for that game, and I should because I feel like it's a really good matchup. But Angels team total over is what I'm leaning the most.
I'm trying to find the
or Angels first 5.
The first 5 real quick.
Yeah, I think BetUS has that, right? I think I've seen that.
I'm looking for it. They have a ton of props, man.
They do have a ton of props. They have most of the batters, which is kind of nice because Fox Bet doesn't have any props. It sucks. Last game of the day, we have Padres Washington on the road. We do not know who Washington's pitcher is yet. However, Joe Musgrove will be the Padres pitcher at home. He's 2.63 ERA, 0.88 WHIP, 5 to 7 innings probably. Very good pitcher. Let me see here how little Joey's been doing. Oh, I hate when they don't have both pitchers announced because then
there's just no odds. There's nothing anywhere, man.
It's just a stay away right now. I don't have much. Joe Musgrove is a great pitcher, I will say. Did get lit up in his last outing. Gave up 5. So I think he comes back pretty hard today.
Angels first 3 is at minus 105. First 5 is at minus 103.
Okay. Well, those aren't bad at all. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy those. I don't have a play for the Nationals Padres game. Joe Musgrove is a very good pitcher. I will say that. So betting on the Padres today might not be a bad idea, depending on who comes out for the Nationals.
Right.
That's it for MLB, I believe. I think I got all of them.
That was it.
So yeah.
Now for something we don't normally see, man.
A Monday WNBA game.
Thank goodness.
A Monday WNBA game.
Love to see it.
What? Oh, damn, that line's already jumped. Fuck. We have the Dallas Wings on the road tonight at the New York Liberty. Dallas Wings favored by 5.5. I don't see any public money because only 126 bets have been bet on in action right now.
Really?
Yep.
Dang.
By the way, really funny yesterday. Action had, I think, like 300 bets yesterday on the WNBA game before I posted my VIP card on Twitter. I did the full. I was like, happy 4th, here's the VIP card, which had the total in the Aces game. Aces Dream team total or game total over 172. I watched that bet when I posted that. It went from 300 bets to like 380 in like 30 seconds. And I was like, whoa. It was pretty funny. And that's like the only sport that I can actually say that was probably us because there's only like 100 bets on action. Like that's the only sport that I can actually say probably we have something to do with because there's quite literally no one betting on it on action. Anyways, Wings minus 5.5. Really like that line. Let me get to their actual stats. Covers, you need to make the WNBA a highlighted section on your website. So I'm going to have to go to more sports and then go through the WNBA. Both teams 9-9. However, Dallas is the better team here.
Yeah.
The much better team. 12-6 against the spread. New York is 9-9 against the spread. In there, let's see. Oh, they have another injury. New York Liberty have 2 questionables today. Dee Richards, I don't know much about her yet. She's just kind of a role player, bench player, doesn't get a lot of minutes. And then, Rebecca Allen is borderline thinking about coming back. I don't really know. Hang on.
She's maybe considering thinking
about it, possibly, quite maybe. However, what I will say is you need to follow her hoop stats on Twitter if you bet the WNBA.
True.
They have great announcement for injuries and everything. That's where I'm going right now. I'm
always spit facts.
Injuries for today. They have not posted injuries for today, but they beat RotoWire. They beat ESPN to the punch. They beat everyone. That's my go-to for WNBA injuries. Her hoop stats on Twitter. Go check them out. Good account. They don't know I exist, but it's fine.
We know they exist.
Yeah, but I like the Wings minus 5.5. Looks like covers. People are completely split, which makes me feel good. The Dallas Wings are just a better team. They beat Chicago the other day by 9. Chicago's a very good team, very hard to beat. New York Liberty just beat the Mystics, but the Mystics were run down completely. They lost to Atlanta. They did shit on Atlanta at one point, but then they lost Chicago, barely beat the Sparks, got dismantled by the Aces. Sabrina Jonsku is finally starting to play a little bit better. Again, she's starting to hit her shots. But Arike Ogunbowale is going to have a hell of a game for the Dallas Wings. Hell of a game. We got Arike versus Sabrina tonight, and I am excited for it. But yes, Dallas Wings -5.5. I'm already going to lock that one in. I think it should probably be like 7.5, honestly. I do see a possibility that the Liberty absolutely cover this and may even win the game. However, you just got to bet on the better team, and 5.5 in the WNBA is not that much.
No.
There tends to be some big win games. The under/over set at 167. 70. What is that? 75 to 72. No, that's not right at all. 85 to 82. Thank you. I think that's a little much. I would like to bet the over on that, but I don't think so. But that's WNBA. Dallas Wings -5.5.
There you go.
Hey, congrats for all 8 of you that stood around to watch the WNBA pick, and now you got it for free. And you got it for
everybody.
Free. Congrats. That's going to be a VIP play.
Who's been here, man. Everybody in the chat. The
seriously.
chat's been electric today. John, Stephanie,
Monday.
Todd, Raphael,
What a
Magna
Monday.
Carta, of course. Everybody's here, man. Oh, it's fantastic. What a great July 5th. I think we
hope
got
that-
some locks down, too. I think that sticky note's
yeah.
going to be popping again.
Oh, the sticky note is pop. So just to recap the sticky note for MLB. Indians raise over 5.5. Giants money line. Giants team total over 4.5. White Sox money line. Maybe also their team total over. Brewers money line. Wait. That is Brewers. Brewers money line. Brewers team total over is for some reason only set at 3.5, which seems ridiculous. Kind of juiced at -140, but ridiculous that it's over 3.5. Cubs money line. Cubs team total over. Reds Royals over. Reds team total over. Otani home run and Angels first 5. That is my leans for the day. You'll probably see a couple in VIP. My big MLB play today will be the White Sox money line. I think that they absolutely rout the Twins with Bailey over on the mound. WNBA Wings -5.5. Canadians to win tonight. Yeah. 60-second money lines. It's been a minute.
I mean, shoot.
I could probably I can do it in 30 today.
Yeah, I mean, you don't got
I don't even
much
have
to go
NBA.
here.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you...
Give me 30 seconds.
All
30
right.
seconds money lines.
All right, 30-second money lines for the day. Are you ready?
Are we ready? I'm ready.
No, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready?
All right, ready? Go.
Canadians money line, and then we've got Dodgers money line, Giants money line, Brewers money line, White Sox money line, Tigers money line, Reds money line, Braves money line, Rays money line, Cubs money line, Angels money line, Padres money line, and the Wings money line. Let's go. Under 20.
That was 19-point, baby. That's what we're talking about.
Everyone enjoys your day off today if
Yep.
you have a day off. The fellas don't take days off.
Never.
We don't. Hope everyone enjoyed your 4th of July yesterday.
Yep.
Hope everyone enjoys your day off today. If you are on the day off, everyone wins some money. It's 12:10. We're on our way out of here. VIP is gonna be popping.
If you want to hear something funny, here's a fun thing we can leave out. Leave a note to leave on, I should say.
Stroke.
Yeah, a stroke to leave on. Bro, they have Madden Sims on BetUS. If you're itching to bet on football as much as I am,
I saw it last night. Yeah, I saw it last night.
you get a $5 free play for betting 20 on any of these Madden Sim games. Right now, Vikings Detroit is in the second quarter, 0-0. Seems pretty realistic.
Madden Sims, dude.
Yeah,
The
so
ultimate degeneracy.
if you're really itching to bet on NFL as much as I am, to the point where you'll bet on a video game being
Sims.
played by computers, it's not even people playing the game.
I know. It's just
Completely random odds. But isn't that the best odds?
That is the best odds. Yes, we will shout out BetUS once again. The bonus sucks a little bit, just being transparent with you guys, but the odds are incredible. The parlays are great. I have been absolutely cashing out. I might have ran slots for a little bit and won like a couple $100 just for the fuck of it, and it worked. Also, did I tell you what I did with my Bovada account?
No.
So because I have BetUS now, I was like, oh shit, I already have an offshore book. I'm just gonna drain my Bovada account. And I was like, whatever is in there, I'll just put a bet on it, whatever. It was like $23 left in my Bovada account, and I was like, fuck it. I'll play a couple slots. I played just a normal like 3-line whatever, hit the button 3 times, $500 win. And I was like, so immediately cashed out all my shit. Immediately cashed out all my shit in Bovada, and I was like, wow, that was a nice $23 left in my account. Dude, I've never hit, like, I play slots every once in a while just for being bored. I don't know. It was literally 3 spins, and it was $500 payout, and I was like, Jesus.
Like, don't worry for us. We're not putting our actual money into online slot machines. Let me make this very clear. If you're gonna put money on something online, don't do it in a goddamn slot machine. Like, research sports for 10 minutes and try to make an educated decision with your hard-earned money.
Yeah.
But if a sportsbook gives you free money at their casino, just have some fun. Just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
But don't put your own money into
don't do that.
Online slot. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't. It's not a good idea. Don't do it.
However, how can you trust an online slot machine?
If you have $23 left in your Bovada account that you're not going to use and you didn't realize was in there, and you want to fuck around for 30 seconds and win $500, the slots might be for you.
But just know that for every Eric in the world there is with his $500,
there is a Sean who will also run up the slots
and again, hey, this is not my money. I just got like 100 free like DraftKings casino dollars. I swear that became 3 free DraftKings cents in like 40 minutes. And you know what? They're really, hey, not gonna lie. I thought I was doing
Oh, that's right. You did.
I didn't realize I was playing 3 bets on each one.
Yeah, man just ran like $20 in his first 3 bets.
Yeah. No, my first spin was actually a $25 bet, so that brought me down to 75 real quick.
Imagine if you would have hit like a bonus or something.
I know. I would have went home. Oh wait, I already
Would've
was
dropped
home
out.
because it's a dang online slot. All right, but don't do those. Mess with your free money. Try to turn it into bettable money so you can actually turn it into more money. Turn your free money into betting
We're over
money.
60.
We hit it?
We hit it. We got 2 more today. Thank
Really?
you, everyone.
Already?
God,
You
I
guys
know
are the
people.
best.
I know
Wow.
people that work on YouTube for what? This has been I think closing in our 2nd month here. I know people that have been doing this shit for a long time and don't have anywhere near 61 subscribers. So I feel very good about that.
Oh, that's fantastic. And we're doing something big for 100. That's fantastic. That's 33 in the last month. I love that, man. Oh, love the fellas.
Thanks,
Hey,
fellas.
that means we got to be
Appreciate it.
doing something good. If you're still here and you know someone who's bad at sports betting,
Get him in here.
tell them about us.
I know Jason's
spread
been
the news.
Jason's been spreading the news at his workplace. He said the sports betting's taking over Storm, so he's trying to get those schmucks to sign up.
Yeah,
For
get 'em
VIP.
get 'em
That's his
educated.
words. Get him educated.
As
but
Pat
seriously,
McAfee always says, be a friend, tell a friend.
be a friend, tell a friend. Seriously though, I know we like to goof around on the show, but we do
course.
appreciate everyone that comes around.
Oh.
This is a lot. This is a lot of fun for us.
It's always
we really enjoy it.
And when everyone's in the chat having a good time, absolutely love it.
We
Absolutely love
enjoy
it.
having some fun and also educating the fellas on what we can for sports betting and
Making some dang
whatnot.
money, huh?
Making some dang.
How's that for a little bonus at the end of the day, too?
But no, we appreciate everyone. If you're not already, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel.
Of
we
course.
appreciate everyone who does. Yeah. See us on Twitter today. Free plays will probably be rolling.
As
You know,
always.
I'll be crafting up something on Twitter. Also, if you haven't, follow the TikTok. TikTok's blowing up.
Yeah, true. It's pretty neat over there.
I know some of you old heads in the chat don't like TikTok, but it is.
I don't
pretty
either,
fun. And it is
but,
personalized for everyone.
Yeah.
Personalized for everyone.
You know.
Don't worry, it's not all 14-year-old girls dancing. I promise.
Yeah. There's some 20-year-old men talking about sports.
Dude, damn it. All right, get the hell out of here. Let's send him with a beat. What do we
I
want
got
today?
fire.
Okay. What do you got? Fire? You got fire. All right, I'm ready for fire. Get out of here. Go win some money today. VIP picks will be up in probably another half hour, 45 minutes. follow socials. Go to heyfellas.co, post a lock of the day. Go do something on the website. Also, upcoming soon.
Big Mac,
Also,
Big Mac, Whopper,
merch coming soon. 30 seconds
Hamburger,
before
cheeseburger, Big Mac,
Also,
Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger,
Oh my God, I
cheeseburger, Big
forgot
Mac,
this fucking
Whopper,
song.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
Alright, fellas.
Hamburger,
We'll leave you on
cheeseburger,
this
Big
note.
Mac, Whopper,
You have a great
Hamburger,
Monday,
cheeseburger,
July
Big
5th.
Mac,
We'll see you on
Whopper,
Tuesday,
Big Mac,
July
Whopper,
6th.
Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac,
So
Big
I'm
Mac.
lounging around with my crew just chillin'. I'm wearing black and white, but I ain't no villain. When all of a sudden I get this rumbling feeling. It's my stomach, it's telling me I need to be grilling some hamburgers. You know that big fat and juicy, the ones that be having you licking your lips profusely. And when you take a bite, you no longer feel down. Cause with that taste of perfection in your mouth, you can't frown. Life's so good when you're eating a burger. It's so unhealthy, it's like artery murder. But you don't even care cause it tastes so good. It's like
Hamburger, hamburger, hamburger,
yum.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.